The horses play a really big role in my life. A day spent with the horses is a happy day. I am also very competitive and I enjoy the competition side of it very much. So for me to be able to combine that is fantastic. Of course, the horses come first, and I would still be with horses every day even if I didn't compete. But it's just a big bonus to have both. As a little kid, I went to riding school, but I struggled with my hips, so I couldn't ride. And then I went to a boarding school in Sweden, and they had a really good program for math and physics, and that's why I went there. But they also had cows and sheep and pigs and horses, and there they had driving on the school agenda. So that's actually, I didn't know about the sport. I loved horses and I would love to do something with horses, but I couldn't ride, and I didn't actually realize there was more sports. I started with driving at this boarding school, and then Boyd and I met in Sweden when he was there doing some training for the Swedish team, and we got talking a little bit, and he said, "Oh, why don't you come and work for me?" And I ended up staying now for 10 years. And slowly I've been moving on from first I was learning all the groom jobs. That took a few years, and then slowly I've started to drive and train more and compete myself. My main role is to take care of the horses, to make sure that they have the best life possible, and I will always, down to the small details of the day-to-day care, because horses are big and strong, but also very sensitive animals. So for me to just catch those small changes in the horse, if they are feeling a bit extra fresh, or they are feeling a little bit tired, or if there's something going on with them, then I will, that's my job to make sure that nothing is missed. And then of course we do a lot of jobs around that, but it's always the horses first, and then the other jobs come after. Equipment and everything is always second.
Driving grooms take on a wide range of responsibilities, from managing the stables, overseeing the daily care and training of the horses, to maintaining equipment, driving the trucks to competitions, preparing the horses for events, and walking and memorizing courses and obstacles. What makes driving unique in the equestrian world is that grooms aren't just behind the scenes. They're an essential part of the competition itself, riding on the carriage with the driver. Their role shifts depending on the discipline, whether it's ensuring safety, navigation, or tracking time. But one thing remains constant. They're always keeping a watchful eye on the horses ahead.
When the driver is focused on competing, he's focused on driving his obstacles, thinking about the obstacles, I can then spend a lot of time looking, the horses are well, how are they doing, do they need a walk, so that he doesn't have to think about everything. And that, I think, is really important to ensure that the horses are enjoying their job and keep performing show out and show in, that we focus on the big picture and try to make competition as fun and as enjoyable as we can for everyone, both the people and the horses. So of course we want to win always, but we also want to enjoy it. It's for fun as well. So all the horses are individuals, but in our sport they have to work together. So we spend a lot of time and energy working out how to make each horse happy, and that can be completely different depending on their individual needs and requirements and just their personality. So we work really hard on making sure that they are happy, and then they can perform on their highest capacity. I think that's one of my strengths, is that I can juggle a lot of things at the same time, and I do work out different schedules for each horse depending on their individual personality. So although I as a groom do all year round with the indoor season and the outdoor season, we have different horses for the different seasons. So in the winter, the outdoor horses are in the paddock all together, having just a normal horse life. And I think that is really important to ensure that they are happy in their work and they get some quiet time where they can, their body and their mind get rest. And then in the winter, the indoor horses come in and they are then doing their season, and in the summer they get to have their quiet time. Yes, so when we come home from a show, the competition team gets to go out in the paddock and move around. They can just move as much as they want or not want and have some grass. I think it's important for their overall well-being to go out and just be horses and get to stretch their legs and have some quiet time after a big competition. So we have a couple of older horses, both on the indoor team and in the outdoor team. Chalvero won his 4th gold medal last week in Hungary. He is now 17 years old. He is still going really strong. I really like the way Boyd plans with his horses, that he works from day to day, show to show, see how the horses are performing, if they're still enjoying their job. We listen to the horse, so to ensure a happy and healthy older horse, you really have to listen to every individual. And oh, he's cheeky. And work out a schedule that works for them, and not to rush or do things in your own time because you think it needs to be done now. We do listen to them and listen to their bodies. For me, it's really a privilege to be working with horses that you see in their everyday training and when you go to shows that they are enjoying it. And you never know with the travel and with the show atmosphere that they might get a little bit tired of it, but they're not showing us that they are, so we keep going until they want to retire. They will let us know.